the point of this slide and the point of what I'm trying to share here is that it's not actually us and my cells that are learning this. It is my microbiome that is picking this up. It is my all of the organisms that live on and in me, which make up to 90% by cell count who I actually am. And so there's this new kind of concept that's been coming out of hologenomics. And this is not about like survival of the fittest, Darwinism. This is more about that actually we are the coevolution, we are the holobond. And that is, we are the host and all of our symbiotes. And when we expose ourselves to stressors, to chemicals, to even feelings and new thoughts, these are all affecting our microbiome and our organisms living on us far faster than they're affecting our cells. So when we look at stressors and modulating, we think of epigenetics, and we think of these different ways in which we might learn through our genetics over our history. This is far slower than the way that our microbiome transfers genomes across and creates new versions of how it then teases out the different aspects of our DNA, right? So our DNA has the ability to do a lot of different, to create a lot of different bonds within it and actually adapt in many ways, but it's often the wisdom of our microbiome that is teasing this out. An example is there's a lot of kids now they're looking at that can actually metabolize sugar 10 times better than their parents could. Now, I know we don't want to feed our kids sugar, but guess what? We created a microbiome that evolved on sugar and is reliant on these types of simple carbohydrates. Therefore, it's stimulating our microvilli and teasing our pancreas into producing better digestive enzymes to maximize the benefits of sugar, creating less glycemic spiking, creating more balance. And I'm not suggesting that we should choose these things, but I'm saying that what we're learning about evolution, first off, is that we are not just a single organism, we are an ecosystem. And second off, it's that it's very likely that the genes in our environment and in and on us are far more responsive to the stressors we put ourselves through than our actual human cells are. Okay, so this is a whole concept of the multi-genome of the host being only one part, but then also the genome of all of the microbiome and different types of symbiotes that we live with. Did you know that if you give somebody fluke worms, actually feed them fluke worms, it's been shown to be one of the best ways to get rid of irritable bowel? You guys heard of irritable bowel? No, haven't heard of irritable bowel. You heard of so actually parasites and different types of genetic, I guess, ecosystem pieces that we have a huge ability to increase our adaptation to the environment around us. The challenge is, just like most of the cities we've created, we've wiped out the resources, extracted them, and created these really drab environments that are weak in their genetic stability and their biodiversity. Going back to the mushrooms and the wood wide web, what keeps the fungus alive is biodiversity, is actually feeding all of these organisms. So yeah, anyway, I just wanted to put this as a brain hook. This is something that's kind of new science. It's starting to come out a lot more. We're learning more and more about our biomes and how important they are. And this is fractal in the way